season replays, fantasy drafts, ultimate creative leagues, and what if tournament. It's Coffee Cup Games with the coach, DKM. Hey, this is Coach DK with Coffee Cup Games. Hope you guys are having a good one. We are continuing our series of the 1906 Chicago Cubs and their attempt to win the 1906 World Series. The Cubs, one of the greatest teams of all time, had 116 wins and unfortunately lost in one of the greatest upsets in baseball history when they lost to the hitless wonders, the Chicago White Sox. In our replay, we are leading the series 2-1 as we won both games 1 and 2 in extra innings, but unfortunately Ed Walsh had our number in game 3 as they won 5-1. So we're now entering into game 4, where originally the Chicago Cubs won 1-0 as they had timely hitting, had 7 hits, and Mordecai Three-Finger Brown was absolutely dominant as he went the first 5 in the 3rd inning in a perfect game style and then ended the game with a complete game shutout, allowing only 2 hits the entire game. So can the Cubs win game 4 like they did in 1906 and take a 3-1 lead in our replay of the 1906 World Series, or will the White Sox be able to win at home and tie the World Series up at 2 games apiece? So now let's check out the starting lineups and the starting pitchers for game 4 of our replay of the 1906 World Series with the Chicago Cubs, one of the greatest teams of all time. On the mound for the Chicago Cubs will be Hall of Famer Mordecai Three-Finger Brown. He went 26-6 back in 1906. He started 32 games, had an amazing 1.04 ERA. He pitched 277 innings, gave up 198 hits, only walked 61 and struck out 144. For the hitless wonders, the Chicago White Sox, they're going to be starting southpaw Nick Altrock. He went 18-6, started 24 games, had a very impressive 1.52 ERA. He pitched 219 innings, gave up only 160 hits, walked 38, and struck out 95. Here's the starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. They're going to have Hoffman, the center fielder, leading off. Sheckard, the left fielder, is batting second. Schultz going to be in right field, batting third. Frank Chance, the Hall of Fame first baseman, is batting fourth. Steinfeld, the third baseman and best hitter for the Cubs, is going to be batting fifth. Tinker, the Hall of Fame shortstop, is batting sixth. Evers, the Hall of Fame second baseman, is batting seventh. And Kling, the catcher, is batting eighth. On the mound will be Brown, and he'll be batting ninth. For the White Sox, they're going to have Hahn, the right fielder, leading off. Jones, the center fielder, is batting second. Isbell, the second baseman, is batting third. Davis, the Hall of Fame shortstop, batting fourth. Donahue, the first baseman, is batting fifth. O'Neill will be in left field. He'll be batting sixth. Sullivan, the catcher, is batting seventh. Tannehill will be at third base. He's batting eighth. And on the mound and batting ninth will be Altrock. So now let's jump into game 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox in our replay of the 1906 World Series. But before we do, gonna ask you guys, hit that thumbs up and like the video. I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, trying to get to 200 subscriptions. And lastly but not leastly, leave any questions, comments, or snide remarks in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear if you have any suggestions for any matchups or any kind of other videos that you'd like to see using Strat-O-Matic baseball here on our channel. So now let's jump into game 4 of our replay between the 1906 Chicago White Sox and the 1906 Chicago Cubs. Here we are, game 4 at Southside Park. Altrock, the left-handed pitcher for the White Sox, going to be on the mound. Hoffman's going to be leading off for us, the Chicago Cubs. Hoffman hit .256 with 2 home runs. He's hitting .143 in the World Series. Can he get some hits in this one? And he's going to lead off with a single into left field. So a quick hit by Hoffman. We're going to try to see if we can get a quick stolen base here. And he's able to get a good jump, and
he's safe.
He's safe at second base with a stolen base, so he is on second with no outs. And now Sheckard is up. He hit .262. He's hitting .182 so far in the World Series. And so we're going to let him swing away, and he is going to draw a walk. So that's going to put runners on first and second with no out as Altrock starting it off rough. And now Schultz, our number 3 hitter's up. He led our team with 7 home runs. Can he get a hit here? He's going to hit a line ball to Davis. Davis takes a nice snag at this one, and that's going to be 1 down as Hoffman and Sheckard stay put. Chance, the Hall of Fame first baseman, who at .319 is up to bat, and he's going to work the count to get a walk. So bases are loaded for Steinfeld, our best hitter. He hit .327. He had 3 home runs. He's hitting .385 so far in the World Series, and he has 3 RBIs after 3 games. Here's the pitch to Steinfeld, and Steinfeld needs a 1-18. It's going to be a 16 for a single, so that is going to easily score Hoffman. We're going to send Sheckard. they are going to allow the run to score as he had an 80% chance, and they're going to keep Chance at second base and Steinfeld at first. So with only one out, our bats have started off hot, and we have a quick 2-0 lead. And now here's Joe Tinker, and he's going to hit a pop-up to the left side of the infield. Tannehill, the third baseman, is going to wave everybody off and pull this one in. That's going to be 2 down, and now Evers is up. Evers is going to hit a ground ball to Isbell. Isbell's going to have to make a play. He cannot get to it, as this one's going to make it into the outfield. But unfortunately, we are not able to score a run, so the bases are loaded as Kling, our catcher, is up. He did hit 342, a very good hitter. He's hitting 438 so far in the World Series. I like our percentages here. He's going to hit a ground ball to Isbell. He juggles this one, as that is going to allow a run to score, and all runners are safe as Kling gets on base, and Isbell a batter ago couldn't get there, and this time he makes an error. So we lead this one 3-0, and now Mordecai Three Finger Brown is up to bat, our pitcher. He's going to hit another ground ball to Isbell. Isbell has to make a play, and this time he makes the play. But unfortunately for them, Isbell's defense did allow a couple of runs, and we are going to end the top of the first inning with a quick 3-0 lead, which is a great lead for Three Finger Brown. Bottom of the first, here comes the White Sox. Hahn is going to lead off. He's hitting 221 back in 1906, and he's going to lead off with a pop out that's going to go to the back of the infield. Chance, our first baseman, is going to pull that one in, and now Jones is up. Jones is going to work a walk, so he is on first base. He's going to try to get a lead, and they are going to do a hit and run. The ground ball goes to Tinker, who touches second base himself, and Isbell is going to end up on first. So a fielder's choice by Tinker. And so that's going to be 2 down, and now Davis is up. Isbell cannot get a good lead, and it's going to be a ground ball to third. Steinfeld's going to throw it to Evers at second, and that's going to be a fielder's choice again. So that's going to be the 3rd out as we go into the top of the second. Hoffman up to bat, our leadoff man, as we went all the way through the lineup in the first inning. Here's the pitch to Hoffman, and he is going to be strikeout. And apparently he pulled something, so he is going to be injured. So we're going to have to make a sub for him at the end of the inning. And as you know, we only have the injury set for 1 game, so he will be back for Game 5. Schecker's now up the bat. He got on base with a walk earlier in the game. And he's going to hit a fly ball to Hahn in right field, so that's going to be 2 down. And now Schultz is up. He lined out earlier. He needs a 1-3 for a triple. The rest is a fly out. It's going to be a 10, so this is going to be a fly ball to Hahn in right field. That's going to end the inning, and now we need to make a sub for the injured Hoffman. So we're going to bring in Slagle to play center field. He is better defensively in center. He's not quite as good of a hitter, but he is pretty good. We only have a couple of players who can actually play the field. As for the Cubs, their entire bench only has like 5 players, and I think 2 or 3 of them only have 1 at bat the entire season. Slagle, fortunately for us, is one of the guys who did play during 1906. So he's going to go to center, and now Brown's going to be back on the mound as we go into the bottom of the second. Donahue's going to lead him off. The first baseman's going to hit a ground ball to Tinker, a short. That's going to be a quick out. And now O'Neill is up. He had 248. He's going to pop this one high into the air. Tinker's going to call this one, and that's going to be 2 down. And now Sullivan is up, and Sullivan's going to use a 1-18 for a double. It's going to be a 20. So the 20 die roll, unlike it was in Game 3, is in our favor. He had a 90% chance for a double. The rest was a flyout, and we got the 20. So that's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning as we go into the top of the third. Top of the third, Altrock on the mound going against Chance, the first baseman with 319. He got on base earlier in the first with a walk, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Tannehill at third. That's going to be an easy play, so that's going to be 1 down. And now Steinfeld's up, who had a 2 RBI single, and he's going to get another hit. And so he is our best hitter, and he's showing why, as he is on first base with 1 down, and now Tinker is up. He's 0 for 1. He's going to draw a walk. So runners on first and second, and now Evers is up, who got on base with a single back in the first inning. Can he help us out again? We have a runner in scoring position, 1 down, and he is going to pull the ball into right field. Steinfeld has pretty good speed, 1-16 chance to score. We're going to send him. They're going to throw it, and they're going to cut it off to keep Tinker at second base and Evers at first, so we get another run. And now Kling is up. He is 0 for 1. He had 312. He is hitting 412 in the World Series. And he is going to hit a ball right up the middle, a line drive. We have a chance to send Tinker. It's a 1-12 chance. We're going to send him. Why not? And we're going to send the trailing runners. I think they're going to try to get Tinker out at home. And Sullivan is going to try to block the plate. You're out! And Tinker is going to be out at home plate. So just gets him out barely. A good throw by Jones, a good block by Sullivan. I do have the block home plate and the steal home run turned on. One of the features I do like about the computerized game and the super advanced when it comes to Strat-O-Matic. So unfortunately for us, that is going to be an out. But Kling is on second, Evers is on third, and now Three Finger Brown is going to come up the bat with 2 down, and he's going to rip a single. Very surprised. He only has about 5 options on his entire card. Most of them are on the 1 column, and he gets a 1-9, which is a single. So Evers is going to score. We're going to send Kling, and we are also going to send Brown, and so they are not going to cut it off. And Kling is going to score easily as he needed a 1 to 12 chance to make it, and it's going to be a 4. So that is a 2 RBI single by Brown, and on the throw home, Brown goes to second base. So he's back into scoring position. Now Schlegel is up. His first at bat in this game as he came in for the injured Hoffman. He's going to hit a ground ball to third, so that's going to end the inning. But we had 3 more runs in the 3rd inning, and now lead this one 6-0. Bottom of the 3rd, Brown on the mound. He's going against Tannehill, the 3rd baseman, and here's the pitch, and it's going to be a line ball right at chance. That's going to be 1 down, and now the pitcher Alt-Rock is up. Surprised that they're going to let him hit, and that is going to be a strikeout. So a strikeout by Brown, his first one, his 4th so far in the World Series, and now the leadoff man Hahn is up. He's going to draw a walk, so he's on base. And now Jones is up, and he needs a 1 to 4 for a single. The rest is a line out. It's going to be a 14, so it's going to be a line out right at Evers at second. So that's going to end the inning. At the end of 3, we lead this one 6-0 as the Cubs have 6 runs on 7 hits, have not come in there. The White Sox have 0 runs, have not gotten a hit yet. And they've committed a crucial error so far that kept an inning alive as we get ready to go into the top of the 4th. Here we are, top of the 4th. Schecker, the left fielder, is going to lead us off. He is 0 for 1 with a run. He did get on base with a walk early in the 1st, and he's going to get on base again with another walk. We are going to try to steal. He cannot get a good lead, so Schultz is going to be up to bat with Schecker still at first base. He's going to hit a ground ball to Tannehill, who has got very good range but does not have a good glove. And Tannehill drops this one and juggles it. And so Schultz is going to get to first. Schecker is going to get the second on the second error by the White Sox. And now Chance is up. He's 0 for 1. He did get on base with a walk. He's going to hit another ground ball to Tannehill, who has to make another play. And he is going to tag third base, throw it to second. So that's going to be a 5-4 double play as he gets out both lead runners. So with 2 out, Chance is now on first, and Steinfeld's up. He's 2 for 2, and he's going to get another hit. As he gets his 3rd hit in the game, we're going to send Chance to third. They're going to hold Steinfeld at first. So Steinfeld continues to show his dominance in the World Series. And now Tinker is up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, and he's going to again get on base with a walk. So the bases are loaded, and now Evers is up. He's 2 for 2. He has an RBI. Here's the pitch by Alt-Rock. He's going to hit a ground ball to Tannehill, and another error by Tannehill. Holy cow. So that's going to score another run, and the bases are still loaded as Kling now comes up. He's hitting 444 in the World Series. He does have 2 RBIs. He hit 342 back originally, and he's going to lift this one in the left field. O'Neill's able to move a little bit and easily pull this one, so that will be the 3rd out, but we add another run in the 4th and lead this one 7-0. Bottom of the 4th, Isbell is up as they have the heart of their lineup. 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up. 279 for Isbell back in 1906. He's going to hit a ground ball to Evers. Evers has to make a play. Give me that! A beautiful diving play by Evers as he has to go to his left. He hops up and throws this one to Chance, so that's going to be 1 down. And now Davis is up. Hall of Fame shortstop, 0 for 1. He's going to hit a ground ball to Tinker right at Tinker. Tinker's going to scoop this one up, throw it to first. That's going to be 2 down. And now Donahue, the first baseman's up, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Tinker. Tinker has to make a play, and he will. So that's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning as Mordecai Brown still has not allowed the White Sox, the hitless wonders, to get a hit so far in this game. Top of the 5th, here's Alt-Rock on the mound going against his opponent, Three Finger Brown, and it's going to be a strikeout. Second strikeout for Alt-Rock in this game, and now Schlegel's going to be up the bat, and he's going to pop this one up to Davis to short. So that's going to be the second out, and now we got Scheckert. He's up the bat, and he's going to rip a 2-out single over top of Donahue, the first baseman. So that's going to put him on base, and now Schultz is up. He's 0 for 3, though. He did get on base with an error. He needs a 1-19 for a single. It's going to be a 14. So that puts runners on first and second. So a little 2-out rally possibly happening here. And now here's Frank Chance. He's hitting 353, 438 so far in the World Series. He had 3 home runs, and he is going to pop this one up, a towering ball that's not going to get out of the infield as their shortstop Davis calls everyone off. And that's going to be the third out as we leave 2 runners stranded on first and second. But we still lead 7-0 as we go into the bottom of the 5th. Three-Finger Brown now going against O'Neill. The number 6 hitter, the left fielder, hit 248. O'Neill, a switch hitter, is 0 for 1. He pumped out back in the second, and he's going to draw a walk. So that's going to put him on base. The third walk issued by Brown, and now Sullivan is up. Sullivan, the catcher, is going to get the first hit of the game for the White Sox, as that's going to put runners on first and second, and now Tannehill, the third baseman's up. He's hitting .091 so far in the World Series. He's going to lift this one in the left field. He needs a 1-2 for a double. The rest is a flyout. It's going to be a 16. So that's going to be 1 down, and now Alt-Rock is up. Alt-Rock is going to try to bunt the ball. Chance charges it. He picks it up. He throws it to Evers, who was covering first base, and that's going to be 2 down, and now Hahn is up. Hahn is hitting .313 in the World Series. He hit .204 originally back in 1906. He's 0 for 1 today. He did get on base with a walk. We're going to pitch to him, and Hahn is going to come through with a single into center field. O'Neill scores easily. They're going to send Sullivan. We are not worried about it as we have a 7-0 lead, and so we're just going to keep Hahn at first. They get 2 runs as now they close the gap to 7-2. A big 2-out hit by Hahn, and now Jones is up, and he's a 1-4. It's going to be a 19, so that's just going to be a line out right at Evers, and that's going to be the third out. But the White Sox do get 2 runs as they finally get some hits against Mordecai Brown. And so we're going to go into the top of the 6th, still leading 7-2. Top of the 6th, Steinfeld is up to bat. He is 3 for 3 today. He has 2 RBIs. He's hitting .500 in the postseason and with 5 RBIs so far in the World Series. Not a guy that I would want to pitch against with how hot he is. So here goes Alt-Rock going against Steinfeld. Can Steinfeld get another hit? And Alt-Rock steps up with a strikeout. A huge strikeout by Alt-Rock to put down our best hitter. And now Tinker's up. He has 2 walks so far in this game. He's going to pop this one up to Tannehill at third, and that's going to be 2 down. And now Evers, who's 2 for 3, is up to bat. He's going to be strikeout. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Alt-Rock as he gets 2 strikeouts and a pop-up in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning, Isbell up to bat. Isbell's going to hit a pop-up to Evers at second base. That's going to be 1 down. And now we got Davis, the shortstop, coming up. He's 0 for 2. He has 2 groundouts, and he's going to hit a hard ball over top of Schlegel in center. It's not going to be deep enough for a home run, but it will easily be a double for Davis as he's going to stand on second with 1 down in scoring position. Now Donahue's up. He had .257. He is hitting only .188 in the World Series. Can he get something here? And he's going to draw a walk. So runners on first and second. And now O'Neill is up. O'Neill popped up in the second, walked in the 5th. Three-Finger Brown trying to get him down, and he will with a strikeout. The second strikeout for Three-Finger Brown, and now Sullivan is up. The catcher hit .218, and he's going to line ball opposite side of the infield to Chance at first, and that's going to end the inning as they leave 2 runners stranded. And we're going to go into the top of the 7th, but after 6 innings, the Cubs are leading this one as they have 7 runs on 10 hits, have not committed an error. And the White Sox have only 2 runs, only 3 hits, and they've committed 3 costly errors so far in this game. Top of the 7th, Alt-Rock still on the mound, getting close to his pitch count, and Kling is going to be up to bat first. He's going to ground ball to Tannehill. That's going to be 1 down, and now Three-Finger Brown is up, and that's going to be a strikeout. Another strikeout for Alt-Rock, the 5th one so far in this game, and now Schlegel's up, and he's going to ground ball to Isbell at second. So a very quick 1-2-3 inning as we get ready to go into the bottom of the 7th. Mordecai Brown back on the mound. He's still got plenty of juice in that arm as he's going to be going against Tannehill, the number 8 hitter. He's hitting only .083 in the World Series. He's 0 for 2 today. He needs a 1 to 2 for a single. The rest is going to be a line out. It's going to be an 18, so that's going to be a line out right to the short baseman Tinker. That's going to be 1 down, and now Alt-Rock, the pitcher, surprised that they're going to let him hit, but he's going to hit a ground ball to Evers, who has to make a play. Evers got very good range. He's going to pull this one easily, and that's going to be 2 down, and now Hahn is up. He's 1 for 2, and he's going to rip a single. So Hahn, the man who got the 2 RBIs earlier in the game, gets his second hit, as he has half of the White Sox hit so far in this game, and now Fielder Jones is up. Fielder Jones is over 2. He did get on base with a walk, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Tinker. He's going to flip it over to Evers, and that's going to end the inning as we go into the top of the 8th, as we still lead 7 to 2. Sheckard, our left fielder, is going to lead us off. He's hitting .231 in the World Series. He hit .262, so not much of a difference in his average. We'd like him to get a couple more hits, and he needs a 1 to 10 for a double. The rest is a line out, but it's going to be a 20. So the 20 die roll does not come in our favor in that one. That's going to be 1 down, and now Schultz is up. He's 1 for 4, and that's going to be strikeout for Alt-Rock. And now Chance is up. He is 0 for 3. And he's going to be 0 for 4 as he lifts this one into left field to O'Neill. And that's going to be the 3rd out as we go into the bottom of the 8th. Brown taking the mound for the bottom of the 8th. We still hold on to a 7 to 2 lead. A nice, comfortable 5-run cushion for Brown, as he's going to be going against the heart of their lineup. Isbell, the number 3 hitter, is going to be up, and he is going to start off with a single. So not many hits for the White Sox, but they get one to lead off the 8th inning, and now Davis is up. He had a double in his last at bat, and he's going to rip a single, and that is going to put runners on first and second. So they are getting some hits here. Not too nervous yet, but we got to be careful as we have a nice lead. We don't want to blow it. Here's Donahue. He's 0 for 2. He's going to hit a fly ball opposite field to Sheckard and left. That should keep the runners where they are, and it will. So 1 down, and now O'Neill is up. He is 0 for 2. He is going to hit a fly ball also to left field, opposite field to Sheckard and left, and that's going to be the second time Sheckard has to pull one in without much effort, and that's going to be 2 down, and now Sullivan, the catcher's up. He's hitting 125 in the World Series. He hit .218 originally back in 1906. He's 1 for 3 today. He's going to hit a line ball to Chance. That's going to be easily taken in, so that's going to end the inning. So after giving up 2 quick hits, Mordecai Brown puts down 3 straight batters. So we're going to go into the top of the 9th, still leading 7 to 2. Here we go. Alt-Rock still on the mound. A little bit surprised by that. Steinfeld, who's 3 for 4, hitting .471 in the World Series, has 5 RBIs. 2 of them are today. He's going to lead us off, and he's going to hit a fly ball to Jones in center field. Jones has pretty good range, has a very good glove, and Jones with an incredible running play. So that's going to be an out, so they need great defense to get Steinfeld out. And that's going to be 1 down, and now Tinker's up. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. He needs a 1 to 5. It's going to be a 6. Bruh. And so that's going to be a line out to Davis at short, and now Evers is up. He's 2 for 4. He's going to hit a ground ball to Davis. Davis is going to have to make a play. And it goes up Davis's arm, and that's going to be an error. So the 4th error by the White Sox as Evers gets on base. So with 2 down, we're going to go ahead and try to see if Evers can steal. He cannot get a good lead. He's got a 50% chance. Rather not risk it, as Kling is going to come up to bat. He is 1 for 4, and that's going to be a strikeout. So another strikeout by Alt-Rock. I believe that was number 7 for him. And so that's going to end the top of the 9th as we go into the bottom of the 9th, 3 outs away from taking Game 4 and a commanding 3-1 World Series lead. Three-Finger Brown on the mound to take it into the 9th inning. He is over his pitch count, so we are going to keep an eye on him. Tannehill's going to lead them off. They are going to bring in a pinch hitter as they bring in Babe Town to pinch hit. He hit .278. They're bringing in the right-hander. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a single. And so that's going to be a leadoff hit by Town, and now Alt-Rock is up to bat. So they're going to bring in Lee Quillian to pinch hit. He hit .333. He only had 9 at-bats. And he was obviously 3 for 9 back in 1906, so his card doesn't look that bad. And so here's the pitch, and he's going to get Killian to hit a fly ball to Schultz in right field, who has to make a play. He's running back. He does make an incredible play. Town tagged up, and so he's able to take second as that ball went all the way back to the wall. A great defensive play by Schultz. Talon's going to end up on second. So with 1 out, they now have their leadoff man, Hahn, coming up. He hit .221 back in 1906. He's hitting .389, probably their best hitter in the World Series. He's 2 for 3 in this one, has 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. He is going to hit a fly ball as he pulls this one to Schultz in right field, and it's going to be too shallow as Talon's going to stay at second. And so with 2 down, they come down to possibly their last hitter as fielder Jones is up to bat. He's 0 for 3. He's hitting .222 in the World Series. He did get on base in the first with a walk, and he's going to pop this one up to Joe Tinker, and that is going to end the game as we win this one 7-2, and the Chicago Cubs now lead the series 3-1 and are 1 game away from winning the 1906 World Series. Well, there you are. Game 4 is now in the books in our 1906 replay of the World Series. Chicago Cubs come in and win this one as Mordecai Brown did exactly what he needed to do. And even though the Chicago White Sox bats did not come alive, it was really their defense that ended up costing them this game. They had a bunch of errors. We didn't commit any as our defense was solid. And ultimately, we now lead the World Series 3-1 as we are going to go to Game 5 in our next episode. And that game is going to be at Westside Park, the home of the Chicago Cubs, where we have a chance to win the World Series at home. Hope you guys are enjoying this replay of the 1906 World Series as we're trying to take one of the greatest teams in Major League Baseball history, the Chicago Cubs, and rewrite history and give them the World Series title that they did not originally get in 1906. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course leave any questions, comments, or snide remarks in the comments section down below, as I'd love to know any matchups that you'd like to see here on the channel. So until next time, this is Coach DK. Have a good one. Bye.